Everyone asks, can you really have a weasel as a pet? Yes, but I wouldn't recommend it for most people. Weasels are adorable troublemakers, like owning a toddler who knows how to pick locks and loves chaos. Weasels are part of the mustelid family, which includes ferrets, otters, and minks. They're incredibly curious, energetic, and notoriously independent. These traits make them fascinating, but a nightmare to manage if you don't know what you're getting into. First pain point: they don't stay still. A weasel in your home is like a kinetic energy ball let loose. You'll need tons of mental stimulation, toys, hiding spaces, and more just to keep them from destroying your house. And be warned, these tiny clever animals can get into almost anything. They're like burglars in training. Cabinets, drawers, even the smallest gaps in walls, nothing is safe. If you're not the babyproofing type, avoid this adventure. Their diet isn't exactly cheap or simple. Weasels are obligate carnivores, which means meat, and more meat. Think raw chicken, organ meats, and other fresh proteins. Forget kibble. That convenience is not on the table here. If you think a litter box is an option, think again. Weasels are tough to potty train. They'll use random corners of your house as a bathroom if the mood strikes them. Cleaning their mess will test your patience daily. Oh, and the smell. Like most mustelids, weasels produce musky oils. Some people find the scent earthy. Others describe it as living in a tire fire inside a skunk den. You'll need to be okay with that aroma. Here's a pro tip. If you want a similar experience without so much chaos, consider a ferret. They're the domesticated cousin of the weasel and significantly easier to manage. Still quirky, but not feral rocket energy. Weasels also have short lifespans, typically 2 to 3 years in captivity. That can be emotionally tough if you bond with them. It's a high-energy pet for a short burst of time. Think sprint, not marathon, in terms of commitment. Legal pain point. Not every state or country even allows weasels as pets. In many places, keeping one is illegal without a special permit. Always check local wildlife regulations before you start fantasizing about having one. That said, the bond you can form with a weasel is so unique. They're wild at heart, so when they choose to interact with you, it feels extra special, like earning the trust of a tiny, furry dragon. At the end of the day, I think weasels are pets for a very specific kind of person. Patient, slightly masochistic, and willing to build their entire life around a tiny tornado. If that's you, dive in. You're in for an adventure.